Hi, my name is Evan Bueno. Today I'll be talking about assisted suicide. Assisted suicide, in its simplest terms, is when a terminally ill patient asks his or her primary care physician to aid them in, obviously, suicide. Now, this can be a form of medication or a form of injection. Um, Typically, in a peaceful manner, the patient's organs will begin to shut down and they will begin to coast off to sleep. So, no pain, no suffering, no nothing. And that's good for these patients who are plagued with terminally ill diseases that cause nothing but pain and suffering. Talking about it from an ethical and moral standpoint is important because at this point, I feel that with the US and their standpoint on assisted suicide is very much bad. And in a lot of states, other than Seattle and I believe Washington, all the other states in America uh, state assisted suicide as illegal. But other places like in the Netherlands, it is legal. Why? Because our government, our people see it as immoral, as murder, and as a crime, basically, no matter how much pain or suffering this patient might be going through. Unfortunately, many people aren't as educated in it as I was when I found out about assisted suicide and how beneficial it could be on all of us, especially those who do suffer from terminal illnesses. A prime example of this is a young Dutch woman, 29 years of age. Unfortunately, she has suffered through mental illness her entire life, anywhere from severe anxiety, severe depression, even forms of schizophrenia. Her statements before she went through the procedure was every day was pain for her. Every breath was suffering, and she could not, no matter what help she got from doctors, from mental therapists, no matter what she got, medication, nothing ever helped her. So, as her free will decided, she wanted to go through the procedure of assisted suicide. So, because it is legal in the Netherlands, she was referred to a specialist, a euthanarian, I believe. And with his help and his agreement and his proper diagnosis to see if she was compliable, she was mentally fit, and she was able, of her own free will, to decide that she wanted to go ahead with the procedure, prescribed her the medication, and obviously she ended her own life, but in a humane, medical, safe way. It's important to know this because with our free will comes our own desire, our own drive to do what we want to do. When we look at existentialism, we learn that reality does not exist without our human choices. Our reality, my reality, is what I want to make it as. And through my choices, through my actions, through my drive, and through my want, and through my human desire, I create my own reality. It's important to educate these people. It's important to educate society on what is assisted suicide and how it is ethically and morally just and why it should be legal, because the true crime of it all is us holding back these people from wanting to do what they want, which is finally living in peace and end their suffering. But the true crime of it all is we think that we are morally superior because murder is absolute, murder is wrong, no matter what the consequence, no matter what the outcome is. No matter what, murder will always be wrong, even though a 5-year-old child is diagnosed with leukemia and is only has a couple months to live. It's still wrong then. So through education and understanding and through discussion, I hope that we all can one day understand that assisted suicide is the moral good in all of it. And society will understand one day because we are human, because we have our own wants, our needs, and our own human free will and our drive, we can make the decisions ourselves. Just how we can decide how we want to live day by day, we can also decide how we want to end our lives. Thank you. My name is Evan Bueno, and I hope I was able to educate you on assisted suicide today.